The Gauntlet was pure cinema. The excitement we witnessed over these 3 days was honestly beyond anything I expected. Every single day brought something new. Surprises, twists, and outcomes I genuinely didn't see coming. And anyone who watched my goated tier list video already knows exactly why I am saying this. But jokes apart, I'm sure the results were unexpected for you guys as well. Some of the powerhouses fell flat, the fan favorites couldn't make it, and even the global MVPs missed out. Did the docking happen again? Yes, every single match. And honestly, I so want to roast Alpha Gaming for their Gauntlet performance, especially Doc. Like, bro, what was that guy even doing out there? This is a PMGC lobby, not some local Mongolian lobby. My goodness, this guy, he never learns from his mistakes. Every single tournament, he does the same things again and again and again. Anyway, back to the topic. I'll talk about the docking later in this video. So, the powerhouses have fallen, and some underrated teams teared through the lobby like they owned the place. In short, this was the perfect start to PMGC 2025. So now what exactly is this video about? Well, it's not a breakdown video, it's not a story video either. This video is straight up appreciation and criticism. Appreciation for a lot of teams and criticism for a few teams. Yes, I'm talking about those two teams. You already know who I mean. So let's get into this video. And yes, if you still haven't subscribed, bro, what are you even doing? Go ahead, subscribe. You'll enjoy out here, I promise. My audience knows how to respect opinions, so you can be free out here. First, let's talk about R8, the table toppers of the Gauntlet. Massive congratulations, and honestly, massive apologies too. Because what do I even say? If you asked me before the Gauntlet where would I place R8 even in their best form, I would have said 10th, that's the best, not higher. But damn, this team completely changed my opinion. R8's 4v4s, their individual fights, their overall gun power, beautiful, just beautiful. And I'm not even exaggerating. There were moments where I literally thought, yes, R8 is finished here, no chance they win this fight. And every single time, they proved me wrong. They started by wiping Alpha 7 in a drop fight, got their first chicken dinner in the most stylish way possible, hit us with unbelievable clutches, perfect execution, and ridiculous discipline. Congratulations again to R8. You didn't just top the table, you earned everyone's respect.
To not see Rectum Kaya up there with them. With a lackluster performance so far. They weren't able to convert on this game, but there's an answer. Amori doesn't want them to go any further. Draws a line in the sand, but he has to pull back as the warpath is being driven right now. Aaron in the passenger seat.
What is this?
Slinging them around the hilltops, but he's going to be pulled out the side. Ketch still sending off across the way, and now they've left themselves in a 1v2 blank. Ketch has it all to do. He's got 2 nades. He's going to have to try and make them work. Not quite reaching the tree there. Amori low on the HP and prestige, and Amori with a big chance for RA.
A massive ego challenge in the vehicle made little to no sense at the time. After Scarface went down, they could have played this out a little bit slower. No utility on the side of R8 right now, other than one stun grenade. But for one player, that might just be enough. R8 continues to take momentum here, picking up strong positions. Molotov towards the tree, not allowing Murray to get too close just yet, but just behind it, he's clear and free. Stun grenade goes out towards Ketch. Blast right in his face, and that's going to delay him. He just has to go blind on this one.
He's got 1 nade, but he's not going to have any time to play around with it. And that is R8 taking home the chicken dinner.
Next, let's talk about the runners-up, Thunderdog. Massive congratulations again. But the real question is, should we keep our expectations sky high for the grand finals? Because honestly, TT has broken our hearts before many times. We have seen them dominate league stage, dominate groups, and then suddenly disappear in the grand finals. So should we trust them again? For me, this time the answer is yes. Go ahead. Keep your expectations high. Because this is not the same old Thunderdog. This Thunderdog looks hungry. King wants the trophy back in China, and their gameplay proved it. It's not just Xing and AJ anymore. King and Siding are also stepping up big time. And Siding is literally leading up from the front. That defense they pulled off, 4 back-to-back defenses of the same compound, that was crazy. Any other team would have collapsed, but TT stood like a damn wall. And that moment alone told me that this TT is different. This TT is evolved. This TT is coming for the PMGC trophy. And yes, my apologies to the TT fans for doubting them again. Especially him, the biggest PEL fan I know. I genuinely hope TT doesn't break your hopes this time.
Take it down as well. No way are the Madballs crumbling under the face of Levi's. Thundertalk may be able to take this one away.
Good
my
volley.
God, this is getting crazy now. I mean, it was crazy before, but what? My God, what a close down.
They're at the top, towards the top side of the bunker there. There's a little bit of chip damage, but not quite enough. Wolves are now out, so the bunker is completely clean. Sing moves around the side where the blue is pushing. Tulika has to wrap around the eastern side of the bunker, but Levi's is there, getting up towards the top two, potentially, if he could just take Tulika out. But Sighting is on the hunt.
And they will be able to find him now. The last player for the Mad Bulls is there, and Thunder Talk want that top spot for themselves. They crest the ridgeline and they contest that first place towards the end of the day.
Now let's talk about the two Turkish teams, Kara Esports and Ulf. Kara has completely blown everyone's expectations. What they did on day 2 of the Gauntlet was insane. They dropped 85 points in a single day. Yes, 85. Jumping from 10th place on day 1 straight to 2nd by the end of day 2. But the craziest part was their eliminations. Bro, this team is farming kills like someone is literally paying them per eliminations. And honestly, this style reminds me of a certain team from 2023. A team that also walked into the lobby with raw firepower, destroyed everyone, and ended up winning the PMGC. If you know which team I'm talking about, tell me in the comments. Let's see who gets it right. And if any Kara player is watching this, hats off, man. You earned my respect. And yes, I want to apologize for being harsh in my tier list video. I was wrong. After watching what you did in Gauntlet, it's very clear. This team has serious potential. Just keep the aggression, fix a bit of consistency, and you guys can go far. And of course, congratulations for the 3rd place finish. Now talking about Ulf Esports. Bro, the first 2 days was straight up disappointing. It was so frustrating to watch. I was like, where the fuck is that hunger for elimination we saw in PMSL? You have Eren, one of the craziest assaulters in Turkey. Use him properly, damn it. I was genuinely upset with Ulf for the first 2 days. But finally, on day 3, they woke up. They remembered who they actually are and finished inside top 7. I'm super happy that they made into the grand finals. But catch, bro, if you really think that passive center gameplay is going to give consistency in this lobby, it's not. Teams have already countered that strat. It's not going to work anymore. We want to see the real Ulf, the natural Ulf aggression in the grand finals. So bring that back.
7 have made the crash actually up towards this hilltop. A difficult approach, but it's been allowed to go through. Nice opener, but they're still playing as 3. Ulf do have Kara to worry about though. A potential for that one to get a little bit more messy. This south side needs to conclude as well, as nades from Kara make Ulf's life harder on this hold. Rebel and Guizhou already up, but Obscure is playing anchor. Scarface wants to stop him from doing just that. There he goes with the blue zone at his back, needs to win that spray trade, forces Scarface off the angle, and can't go down to the blue here. Alpha 7 can't afford to lose it, but they do have their side angle taken out, and now it's just the 2 of them playing in the rocks, looking for something, but no, one of them pulls, the next not coming through, and the shotgun starts to rain hell from above. Guizhou not done just yet. He drops for a second, but soulless on the drop spray.
Now Mad Bulls, what a team, man. Loved their gameplay, loved their placement consistency, and especially loved their 4v4 fights. Some teams seriously need to take notes from Mad Bulls on how to stay consistent. See, if you're sitting at the 3rd or 4th place, that becomes your support line. If you drop below it, you play the next match with full focus to climb back up. That is how real consistency is made, and Mad Bulls did that perfectly. Every single time they slipped down the table, they bounced right back in the next game. No drama, no excuses, just pure discipline. So to some teams and to some audience who keeps crying, we are not far behind, we just lack consistency, stop shouting all over social media and actually look at teams like Mad Bulls. Push your teams to study them, learn from them, get inspired from them, instead of hating on casters for no reason. But coming back to Mad Bulls, they did everything right. Basics on point, mindset on point, and consistency on point. Quiet, clean, and effective for all 3 days. Congratulations to Mad Bulls for making it to the grand finals.
Nice nade from Flip. Ooh. Pushes out wide. We'll take down Sakura and a good amount of damage over towards Turney K. Now looks to send one in a similar direction. Won't quite make it past the wall though. Obscured by the smoke.
On the corner, turns it, and will be able to find the shot. Okay. The shot down to the rooftop as well. Lemon is on the hunt. He's squeezing him. And it is going to be Arena getting shut out of this one. No way did Lemon make that dash. He is unscathed as well on the outskirts there.
Enough of appreciations. Let's get into the bitter part. The things that shouldn't happen. The things that make our ecosystem toxic and slowly destroy it over time. But first, I want to talk about Alpha Gaming. The sheer amount of ego this team carries is honestly disgusting. The players, especially the IGL, showed absolutely zero respect for the biggest lobby in PUBG Mobile. Doc was literally mocking the entire time, playing like he's in classic lobbies. He sees one guy rotating, he jumps out of the car in the open, mid-zone and starts shooting. Obviously he gets punished for it. But egoistic players, they never learn. So he keeps on doing it, again and again and again. This kind of unorganized, unserious gameplay is straight up disrespect to the most prestigious event of the year. And honestly, the entire world has every right to hate this attitude. Now I fully understand why so many people dislike this team. If they continue disrespecting the game like this, they deserve the backlash. And I genuinely don't know what's up with this MVP tax, because the moment these players come together, they become unbearably egoistic. And it's really sad. And let me be very clear, I'm not looking forward to alpha gaming in this PMGC. I want every team in the lobby to shut them down, humble them down, clap them out of their drop spots, and kick them out of this tournament. Plain and simple. Now for Orangutan, you have my respect. Aru, Atanki, AQOP, Wizgod, well done. You genuinely tried. Those rotations were actually impressive. That Miramar Western shift in match 5 on day 2, rotating all the way from La Bendita in this kind of lobby with these kind of teams, with zero space to breathe, that was not easy, but you still managed to get in. That alone deserves appreciation. But let's be real, Orangutan didn't qualify because mistakes happened, a lot of them. And if I'm appreciating the good, I'm also going to call out the bad. That's fair. And it's not just with OG. This is a problem with every single Indian team. Indian teams just never think long term. Never. We play with a survival mindset, not a dominating mindset. Our teams think about the immediate effect. What will immediately happen if we try to go for the ridge? We might get shot. Let's not do it. That's the survival mindset. Whereas international teams take it the other way. What will happen if we get that ridge? We can get a lot of information. We can get better control of the circle. We'll be in a more dominating position. Let's try and get it. At least try and scout the area. My teammates are there to provide the cover. That's the difference in mindset between our Indian teams and the international teams. And that's the root of having a passive approach or an aggressive approach. And sadly, we prefer the passive approach. We like to stay cramped in a small space instead of trying to split up and get control. And that also reduces the confidence of our players. Which now brings me to our audience, our immature audience, who just knows 3 things: hate, controversies, and roster shuffles. And the worst part, these kids don't even understand how badly this affects the players. Players read this nonsense. It messes up with their mindset. It distracts them. And yes, I'm sure it affected Orangutan too. After day 1, our audience wasn't just flexing. They were attacking creators and analysts who said OG might not be a strong contender. Bro, relax. It's esports, not a war. This kind of behavior ruins the ecosystem. It kills the vibe. And it affects the players way more than these immature fans can imagine. I can go all day talking about these things, but this video is about the Gauntlet, so I won't bring the controversies and the roster shuffle bullshit which these immature fans crave for.
How long has it been since I kissed you? I don't wanna wait. How long has it been since you held me?